Dave Carter, welcome to my talks on project management. Today we're talking about business projects and how they work in terms of the project influencing the business model. We're going to look at something today called made to order. And we're going to use a few key terms. So, key to this are links. This thing's called flow rates to build a model. These boxes called stock. These things called converters, which change the type of information we're transmitting, and these cloud-like things called system boundary. We're not interested beyond the boundary for this. As you may recall from previous talks, we are certainly looking at several features in a business model common to all business models. So we have something here called D for demand, and that's an inflow to a stock called backlog. Like there. We then have an outflow to what we call results, and the process, which we call P, is there, that converts the orders into results for customers. Of course, we've got to supply that process, and this is where we use Porter's value chain, where value is shown, and on the primary chain side you have something called inputs, process, output. And then you have some support activities here. That's Porter's value chain, and to supply that we need inputs, and inputs come from suppliers. Equally, we get outputs from the system, and outputs are used by customers. So those are the common terms associated with business models. Now we have some interesting features within this. If you consider the quality is high and the price is low, so if we divide quality over price, then you get the price from your resulting model, and if the customer proves to themselves the quality is high, you get this effect called long-term repeat sales. However, if the quality to price ratio is much lower than that, then you get a short-term effect called rework, because the equipment that's been provided, the service, has been faulty in some way. We also want to understand what things can drive business to greater heights, and if we multiply quality by something called WOMR, word of mouth recommendations, so from customers you can increase the demand and create a sales backlog of stock, effectively the order book. Okay, now we have some different types of business benefit that come from that. If we concentrate on inputs, then if we can reduce cost, so that's less cost for equal quality, then you have something called economy or economic. If our inputs divided by results becomes less, then you have a process efficiency, where things are cheaper to produce. If we look solely at results and potentially in service terms at outputs, should the intended benefit be less than the actual, then you have, so the intended benefit is greater, okay? The intended benefit is less than the actual, then you have a different type of benefit called effectiveness. Okay, so that's an introduction to business models. I'm Dave Carter. Hope you've enjoyed the project management talk. Now I'd like you to read and debate further on this topic online. Thank you.